everyone. It is time to get started. Welcome to the second regularly scheduled meeting for North College Hill City Council in the month of December. Last meeting of the year, people. It is December 12th, or December 15th. There's a 12 on there. December 15th, 2025. We will start, as we always do, by standing for our prayer and then the Pledge of Allegiance. God our Father, we are all your servants. We trust in your mercy and love. We trust also in your guidance. Direct the meetings of this council of North College Hill to make good decisions for all the people who live in our city. Give all the members of this council wisdom and insight to know what is best for our city. Help us to be fair and just in all our decisions. Bless us all to do the very best we can. With your help and guidance, we pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Call this meeting to order.
Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone who came out this evening. Compared to yesterday, it's actually balmy out there, but it is cold. There is ice. There is snow. Thank you for everyone that's come out this evening to participate. All right, so we are going to be running this meeting through Ms. Clear tonight as her practice run with Mr. Hedger there by her side. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm kidding. As this will be Mr. Hedger's last meeting, so. All right, with that, Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb.
Here.
Ms. Gaston.
Here.
Ms. Chichester.
Present.
Ms. Alexander.
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Present.
Mr. Davis.
Here.
Ms. Underwood.
Ms. Underwood will be late this evening. She said probably about 15 minutes she was on her way. So when she gets here, we will add her to the roll and she will be an active participant. So thank you for that. All right, you have tonight's agenda.
Mr. President,
Ms. Zorb,
I'd like to make a motion that we accept tonight's agenda as presented.
Mr. President,
Ms. Gaston,
I would like to accept. I mean, not accept. I would like to second.
motion by Ms. Zorb with the second by Ms. Gaston to accept tonight's agenda as presented. Any discussion? Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb.
Yes.
Ms. Gaston.
Yes.
Ms. Chichester.
Yes.
Ms. Alexander.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Motion passes 6-0. We have the minutes from our previous meeting in the month of December on 12/1.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester,
make a motion we accept the minutes.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson,
I'll second.
motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson to accept the minutes from the 12/1 meeting as presented. Discussion? Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb.
Yes.
Ms. Gaston.
Yes.
Ms. Chichester.
Yes.
Ms. Alexander.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is communication. What do you have for us this evening, Ms. Clear?
I don't have anything this evening.
All right, thank you. All right, that brings us up to a special point in the agenda this evening. We do have Ms. Annalisa Clear here to present a We Thrive proclamation. Take it away, Ms. Clear.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have just very briefly, I've been involved with our local We Thrive organization. It's through Hamilton County Public Health. I've been our neighborhood navigator for 2 years, just starting on the 3rd year. And every year they recognize communities who have participated and contributed toward public health initiatives, particularly in their own communities. They've attended training, they've gone to meetings. There's a little bit of work that goes into getting a recognition for the city. So I'm very pleased to present this proclamation, and it's very brief, so I'll go ahead and read it if that's okay.
Please do.
Proclamation and recognition of the 2025 We Thrive Communities. Whereas Hamilton County Public Health's We Thrive initiative, established in 2009, creates partnerships between communities, agencies, and public health to generate broad-based support for creating healthy environments for all residents where they live, work, learn, and play. And whereas Hamilton County Public Health revitalized and expanded the We Thrive initiative in 2014 to include additional pathways and processes to support the establishment of infrastructure within communities to enact meaningful change. And whereas the We Thrive initiative encourages long-lasting change through the creation and adoption of policies that support the health, safety, and vitality of the community. And whereas the We Thrive initiative seeks to engage communities in development of a committee dedicated to implementation of a selection of pathways focusing on major areas of health and safety. And whereas the city of North College Hill has assumed an active leadership role in improving the health and safety of its community members as a We Thrive community. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the city of North College Hill has successfully met or exceeded requirements for the 2025 We Thrive recognition. Be it further proclaimed that the Board of Health of Hamilton County Public Health recognizes the city of North College Hill for its ongoing commitment to improving the health, safety, and vitality of its community by order of the Board of Health of Hamilton County Public Health, and is signed by the board members and the president of the Board of Hamilton County.
Thank you, Ms. Clear.
Thank you.
All right, that will bring us up to council committees, starting with City Community Development and Recreation.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson.
City Community Development did not meet on December 8th. Our next meeting will be January 12th at 7 p.m.
Thank you, sir. Next up is Budget and Finance.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Go ahead, Ms. Chichester.
So the Budget and Finance Committee met on Monday, December the 8th at 7:30. We went over the monthly report for the month of November, 2026 budget, the IAFF agreement, the FOP agreement. We had a executive session, and all went well. And we don't anticipate any more meetings this month, and hopefully in January we will have our next meeting in 2026.
January 12th
Yes, sir.
at 7:30.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next is Rules and Public Policy.
Mr. President.
Ms. Orb.
As the Vice Chair of Rules and Public Policy in Ms. Underwood's absence, I'd just like to say that on the 12/8 meeting was canceled. We did not have that.
On the 8th.
Yes, yes, sir.
Next meeting will be January 12th.
Yes, sir. According to the current schedule, yes.
Time is that meeting? Is that the 6 or 6:30?
I think that is the 6 o'clock meeting, but please don't hold me to it.
I'm putting you on the spot, I know. You want to go ahead and update us on public safety?
I believe Mr. Davis is the.
Oh,
vice chair
I'm
of
sorry.
that one.
You're right.
Yes.
My apologies. Mr. Davis, please.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Yes, unfortunately, the Public Policy Committee was unable to meet on December 8th. The next meeting will be on January 12th, 2026 at 6:30 to 6:30 p.m.
All right, thank you. Next is ad hoc reports. Does anyone have an ad hoc meeting to report on? Hearing none, we'll move on to the administrative reports, starting with the mayor. Good evening, Madam Mayor. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a few things. It's been really cold and icy the past 2 days, and as we put out, the streets were pretty hard to hit like we wanted to. So kudos to our Public Works who is doing and who did the best that they could, and as they continue to clear our streets, I know they're working hard and diligently to do that. Let's be mindful as drivers that tomorrow, I know there was no school today, but tomorrow I'm sure the kids will be back in. So, you know, sometimes they like to walk in the street because the sidewalks are still a little icy. So just be mindful, slow down if we can. And then with that as well, I believe Friday is their last day of school. So they will be out for 2 weeks following Friday to celebrate the holidays. And I wish everyone happy holidays, safe holidays with your families as well. You should have received your newsletter this week. If you did not, you can contact Mr. Ben Torrey and he can get you one. With that being said, this is our final meeting and some of us will not be joining us anymore. Ms. Underwood is not here. Ms. Underwood has been a great asset to council. I can't remember if she's 6 or 7 years, but she will be missed. The same as Mr. Wilson. I like to refer to him as Mr. Eric Mays. If you're not certain what might come out of his mouth, but that's okay. It's all for the good of the constituents, as he likes to say. Thank you, Mr. Wilson, for your service. And finally, Mr. Graber. 6 years. I don't want to say it was like pulling teeth, but it was like pulling teeth in the beginning. But you've been a wonderful asset to the community, and I will personally miss you, and I appreciate everything. It's a little hate in there, I know, but we've had our conversations, and I appreciate you. Just know that, and I think you do. You've done a wonderful job.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Best of luck, whatever that is. I know it's not this, but that's all I have.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for the mayor this evening?
Oh, Christian, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Let's be honest. He just wants to
He just wants to,
disappear. Kid.
I don't know how long you've been here. You left, you were a council member, you left, came back.
I think a total of like 6 years or
6 years? Okay.
6 or 7.
7 is completion.
Yeah.
So you didn't make 7, so it's complete. So thank you and best of luck to you. We've had our conversation before about this, so to you and your family.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Next up is the city administrator's report. Ms. Dukestein.
Thank you. So I first wanted to talk about reports with every department. They typically report within the committees of council. So for example, police and fire would report within public safety in those committees. I can tell you that both police and fire send their reports over consistently. And so there was some concern about whether or not they were giving reports. So I wanted to make it clear that they send their reports and they are filtered through the public safety chair. Sometimes they come and say things on their own as well. Mayor stole my thunder about the newsletter. I was happy to get it out. It was 4 newsletters this year, and I'm happy to be done with them for this year. Then I wanted to tell everyone and remind everyone about Winter Wonderland that is the coming up this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which are the 19th, 20th, and 21st from 4 to 8. There will be ice skating. We're having a train this year, Santa. So come out, spend some time with your community. I'm excited about that. I wanted to give an update on our National Fitness Center, what we had previously talked about. So we are in the running and we're pretty far in the process, and I'm pretty confident that we'll get $60,000 towards our National Fitness Center from UC Health. We've isolated a location that they have to have biomarkers with the location in order to put it a certain place, which means it has to have a percentage of traffic flow with the population of the community. So that's how the location was selected. And so that project is moving right along. I just wanted to give an update on that because I know that we will be isolating that $60,000 probably right at the beginning of the year. And that's a significant deposit towards total cost. So that, and then I would like to thank the servitude of Mr. Graver, Mr. Wilson, Ms. Underwood, and Mr. Hedger. I don't know council without Mr. Graver. Everyone else, or Ms. Underwood, the tangibles have changed, people have moved around, but those two have been a staple for me since I've been a part of council. So thank you for your service. You're appreciated and better becomings. So then I'd like to say happy holidays to everyone, and that's it.
Thank you, Ms. Dukestein. I appreciate the kind words. Does anyone have any questions for our administrator this evening?
Mr. President, I do.
Ms. Zorb?
Ms. Dukestein, could you please provide that location that for the UC Health, the National Fitness Center?
Until we have gone through all of the grant stuff, I'd like to, because we have the possibility, if it's not approved all through the dollars, I'd like to keep it. I'll answer you privately if that's okay.
It is city property, though, correct?
It is.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Graber,
Mayor Nichols?
I forgot one thing. I would like to thank you, Mrs. Clear, for reading that proclamation, and thanks for everyone who works on We Thrive. I think that is really important for our city, and I can't recall that we got one, or maybe once before, last year. Yes, so thank you for that, and thanks for everyone who works hard on the We Thrive committee. That's all.
Thank you. Did anyone else have a question for our city administrator? All right, we'll move on. Our law director is not able to be here this evening due to a family emergency, so we'll move on to the finance director's report. Ms. Stevens not.
She never was excused, so she joined.
Good evening, council. Good evening, everyone. It's nice and blistery. I still got my hat on too because it's cold. I wanted to, again, I'm going to die on the hill of do not ignore Rita. Do not ignore Rita. Please respond to Rita. Please respond to the letters that they have sent out. And we will continue to educate our community at a high level. And we did talk about it in the newsletter this season. If you live in North College Hill, you are obligated to pay North College Hill taxes. If you work in North College Hill, you're obligated to pay North College Hill taxes. If you do not see North College Hill taxes being withheld on your paycheck, then you can go to your HR and ask if they will withhold on your behalf, or you can work with Rita to pay in a quarterly manner. But please do not ignore Rita. And then my second thing is council probably received our 2023-24 IT audit results. Today it was sent out in your email from our Ohio Auditor of State. He sent it out. So you might have to dig a little bit for it. But what I wanted to let you all know is that everything that was spoken about in that audit is actually being addressed right now. As it relates to HB 96, we have contracted with a company to get this city compliant with HB 96. According to Keith Faber and the resolution that was passed, we were supposed to be compliant by the end of 2025. They do understand that that was a heavy lift, but the expectation for the state is that they see cities moving in that direction. And the urgency, if you do not know, we have a local municipality that actually, again, got hacked because these things are not in place. So do know that the city of North College Hill is down the road on that and getting our data protected. And that is all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, yep. Anybody have any questions for our finance director?
Mr. President.
Ms. Zorb?
So, Ms. Stevens, I'm checking my email and I don't see.
He was given the emails. If he didn't send them to you, I will just follow up in the morning and make sure, because he did have the emails of all of council to send them to. It comes directly from the IT auditor of the state of Ohio.
Sometimes they forget the J. Mine's MJ Zorb. So maybe that.
That might be it.
Mr. Graver.
Yeah.
Ms.
Thank you.
Dukestein?
Can someone else let me know if they have it? Because I did see only that you have it. Okay, I thought I was the only person on it, but I thought that he sent it to everyone. That just, you know, how you can single people out. And then the other thing that I wanted to address with council, for those coming, for those existing, there is going to be a training for the do's and don'ts, and what you should click on, what you shouldn't click on, all of those things. So I feel like you guys should in 2026 have a day so you can all come out, bring your laptops, and participate in one training as opposed to a bunch of different trainings.
Yep.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens-Knott.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, that brings us to call of members, starting with Ms. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I get to that, I do want to make note, Ms. Underwood did join us at 7:19 p.m. And now we'll go to call of members. Ms. Zorb.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I would just like to first off say I wish everyone a safe and healthy holiday season. 2025 was a doozy. So I'm kind of glad to see it go. Let's ring in a good 2026. And then along those lines, Mr. Hedger, we've been through lots of trials and tribulations in these rooms. I am very sad to see you go. I understand why, and congratulations on all of it. Mr. Graver, you got off the couch. I guess you get to go back now. Well, you know, I'm going to miss you. I'll miss you, buddy. Mr. Wilson, you and I have bumped heads so many times I can't even count. But I appreciate that, because that's what makes a city run, different opinions. So thank you for that. Miss Underwood, the mantra is that you and I don't ever agree, but I think we agree a whole lot more than people say we do. So I will miss you also. Thank you all for everything you guys have done for the city. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Zorb.
You bet.
Ms. Gaston.
Well, I first want to say, Christian, you're going to be missed. Just like everybody else has said, I only have been here for about 1.5 years, and all I know are who's here. So it's going to feel a little different. Mr. Graver, you're always going to have a special part in my heart because you swore me in when I was appointed. And I'm going to miss hearing Ms. Zorb. Just saying. Mr. Wilson, if y'all don't know, that's my guy. He and I bump heads just like brother and sister, but he schools me on a lot of stuff, and I'm going to miss you. I know you're not going anywhere. I know where you live. So to the future, I hope all is well with you. And Miss Underwood, I'm still going to call you and stop by. I appreciate all of our conversations and your guidance. So I appreciate you all. And you guys will be missed. I just want to reiterate what Mayor Nichols stated. Please watch for our children. There was a really bad accident at the beginning of this year where a student was hit by a car. So if you see kids walking in the street, just slow down for them. It's cold. They're trying to get to class on time, by the way. And just be mindful. I also wanted to kind of piggyback off of everyone who is leaving. I also want to welcome everybody who's coming and congratulate them on a successful campaign. Ms. Whitlisbach, Ms. Clear, Ms. Curitan, who I don't see in the audience. Congratulations, and I'm looking forward to working with you all and progressing the city forward. I want to just state that the installation of officers is January 1st here in this very room at 6 p.m. And I hope to see everybody there. And that's all that I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gaston. Ms. Chichester, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to miss saying that. Thank you for putting up with all my inside jokes next to you. I know you're going to miss me on Mondays. And Mr. Wilson, you know, you my Rolly. Ms. Underwood, thank you for your guidance, your advice. I appreciate everything we've been through this summer. We had fun. And Mr. Hedger, I'm still going to try to email you. I'm going to get your personal email just for GP.
No. He said no.
I know your head roll every time you see my emails.
Another special meeting.
Also, happy holidays to everyone. I hope to see everyone out this weekend. I'll be here. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I think people are a lot kinder, a lot nicer this time of year, so I enjoy that spirit so much. And the boys basketball team was out this weekend. Week. What's today? Monday. Yes, weekend, shoveling snow as they were the week before. And then they did some community work in Avondale as well. These guys are 6-1, Mr. Davis.
Yes, ma'am.
They on a roll, so support them in any way you can. They're all a great group of young men, and I really enjoyed seeing them yesterday on my street. Also, Public Works gets the shout out because I know it is hard to get up and plow those streets and hear the naysayers. It's hard to keep up with snow and ice when it's below freezing. So, you know, give them a little grace. You know, we love our Public Works department. So, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chichester.
You're welcome.
Ms. Alexander, you're up.
As some of you all know, it was a really bad fire on Joseph last week. And it's like right around the corner from me. So I heard all the EMS and the fire trucks, you know, going down. So I immediately grabbed my coat, you know, tracked them down. And I just want to thank the immediate response to the various departments. You know, not only our department, I got to shout them out first because they're our departments. But Colerain, Forest Park, Wyoming, Springfield Township. And, you know, citizens, I saw, you know, a teacher and a soccer coach from the school who also responded. It's a mother who has a set of 6-year-old triplet girls. Her mom also lives there and her younger brother and 3 dogs. The house destroyed, just gutted, you know. It's no good time for a fire, but wintertime, you know, I can't even imagine. I mean, because the wind was whipping. But the police showed up. Everybody was like right on point, you know, assisting. And I want to thank everyone who has supported this family with their kind words, with offering assistance, to offering to meet up. I don't think I've ever talked to Chief Plackey as much as I've talked to him in the last couple days. But he has been right there. You know, I like to thank Public Works, the police department, Chief Cheney, all of the donors, the EMS, everybody who, you know, came out to, you know, who has reached out to assist this family, because they're going to need, you know, our help. Also, I'd like to thank the donors of the North College Hill Scholarship Foundation. At the basketball game, the donors presented, you know, monetary donations, and that's very important in a school district. I know my daughter was a recipient of several of those donations when she graduated. And, you know, that money doesn't just fall from out the sky. You know, it's no offer is too small. So if you find it in your heart to donate, back to the schools, reach out. I'd like to say happy holidays to everyone. I'd like to thank everyone who worked on the ReThrive initiative. I know that is a hard job, and that's a wonderful thing. And getting down to my goodbyes and thank yous. My right and my left here. We got two different extremes here. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Mr. Graver, he's the quiet storm. You're quiet, but when you need to, you bring it back in together, Mr. Wilson, he coming with the fire.
Period.
And sometimes that's needed. That's needed. It's just like a family. You need the nurturer and you need the person who has the hard lines. And that's what I got right here. And I'm going to miss you guys both. Both of y'all leaving me at the same time. It's like, oh,
Ain't cool.
And then it's always understood with Underwood. I'm going to miss you. I look at you like a big sister of council. Wisdom, the law, the tell it like it is. No, I don't want to do that. I'm about to tell y'all. I'm going to miss you immensely. I know where you are. So, you see me knocking on your window, coming around the side of the door,
Call the cops.
Don't call the cops. They're going to be there quick because they're right there. But I'm going to miss you. And, bless you all in all your endeavors. And Mr. Hedger, I'm going to miss you. Stories of hearing about your family, want to, your adventures that you're going to be having. I hope that you trickle it down to somebody so we'll hear about it. And just live. Just live. That's what we're here to do. Every day, just to live. And that's it.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander. Mr. Wilson.
Mr. President. I want to start off by saying thank you to the administration, Mayor Nichols, City Administrator, Ms. Dukestein, Council Clerk, Mr. Hedger, Chief Cheney, Chief Plackey. I'd like to say thank you to all of my colleagues, Zord, Gaskins, Tychester, Graver, Alexander, Mr. Davis, and Ms. Underwood. And I'm going to give you the biggest shout out of all people, Ms. Underwood, because you believed in me. You was the person that appointed, spoke up for me and allowed me this opportunity to serve for North College Hill, which I thank you a lot because the community is the most important thing to me. Like I said, whether you like me or not, the city of North College Hill should be one. That should be the first thing. You live here, it's what you should put first. Everything that we do, it should have North College Hill name on it. Should want to represent us in the best possible manner. So as we step off this table, for those that's going to be coming on, I'm really going to hold you to a T because I've noticed since I served here on council that North College Hill has been stuck in a rut for almost 30-something years, and it's only because we haven't had the correct representation in places that we needed to be. And I am really hoping with everything that the next council is stepping up to that challenge and are going to put themselves in the places that North College Hill needs to be, because we have to be properly represented. And that's our duty as council members, is to represent the citizens of North College Hill. And so I want to encourage that all members of council, this one and the next council that's coming in, please take advantage of all the opportunities to find North College Hill in them places. You know, we got an administration that can't be everywhere. So it's up to us as a council to be in them places that they need our help in. And even after the 31st of December, Mr. Wilson will still be here with North College Hill to help in any manner. I don't care. If you need me to walk and pick up trash, I'm going to continue to do that, but call me. You know, you need me to go open up the gate, call me. You need me to go stand out there and run a group just so we can get signs and get people here to North College Hill, call me. North College Hill is a beautiful place to live. It's a great city, and I think that it's time that we start living that way. So, you know, and my final words is North College Hill, thank you guys for the opportunity. I love everybody in this city. I love this city, and I wish y'all the best. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Davis, you're up.
All right. All right, to Mr. Hedger. Kept the trains running on time, kept everything cool, made sure that all the emails had every single attachment, and it'd be a lot of attachments. Thank you to Mr. Graver. For whatever reason, I've always called you Coach Graver, because you got a whole lot of baseball manager countenance to you, but you know, accurately calling balls and strikes, and you know, keeping everything in the lines. And of course, also double special thanks to Miss Erica Underwood with the A, and Mr. Victor Wilcox, because Victor Wilson know the whole city by name. He might not know how to pronounce the name, but he knows the whole city by name. When I came to council and met these good people, I walked in the same way I've lived most of my adult life. 20 minutes late and kind of ashy.
Yes.
Mr. Underwood and Mr. Wilson called me in when I was out of pocket and called me out when I was in my feelings. And each of y'all, all four of y'all, have stepped in, stepped up, and added to the proverbial conversation about this city, or stopped it abruptly when it was going in circles. With the belief that, and y'all did that with a belief that what we can be and what we will be is greater than what we are. Thank you, and thank you for your service. Thank you for all your help, and Godspeed going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Ms. Underwood.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to say congratulations to Mr. Hedger, and I wish you all the best in what you, the new excitement that you're going towards. I know that it has been my honor to work with you, and thank you so much for your service. I would also like to say thank you to Mr. Graver. Congratulations. It has been my honor to work with you as well. We've also had some very interesting conversations. Also, you know, my office is right down the street, as many of you know, because you just stopped by. So I'll still be around right down the street. My face is on the bench in front of Kroger's, so you'll see my mug all the time. It's a little damaged right now. I'm going to get that fixed. It has been my honor to serve on North College Hill City Council, and for sure, it is a labor of love. And I'm not going to go too far. Again, my office is right down the street. I don't think I'm going to do this anymore, but, you know, I'm not running anymore. But I will be hovering around. And if you don't know my call sign, you will, because, you know, it's Justice Understood with Erica Underwood.
Thank you, Ms. Underwood. I appreciate the kind words, and I know my colleagues that are leaving today agree with me. Thank you very much for that. We'll go to remarks from the audience. Ms. Clear, who do we have signed in this evening?
We have one person signed in, Miss Susie Whitlisbach.
Hi, everybody. Happy holidays. I wanted to do a big shout out to Public Works. Beyond the obvious of clearing out all of North College Hill to the point that I was mobile the day after the snowstorm to go to Duncan, which is obviously important. I wanted to say thank you for that. But also, my neighbor who lives at 1615 and a half Flora. Sorry, I didn't mention I was at 1620 Flora. Sorry. At 1615 and a half Flora had a dead deer, and Public Works came out and they cleared it out for him, and they went the extra mile to clear out a cinder block that was blocking a pipe that was flooding his whole yard. So I wanted to do a huge shout out to Public Works because they went over and beyond as they normally do. Now I do have a question, and this is probably a Public Works question, but you know. So it being the Christmas season and the holiday season, I did notice that we don't have as many lights on Galbraith Road as we used to. And I was thinking maybe, you know, since it got paved, maybe some got damaged or something. And I was wondering if there was a timeline that they would be coming through and trying to fix that. And then as the second thing, I know, and this, there's a flashing crosswalk sign on Galbraith Road, and one side got taken out by a drunk driver. I think it was over the summer that one side was taken out by a drunk driver. And I was wondering if the city was helping the school out with getting that replaced. That was it.
Mr. Graver.
Ms. Dukestein.
You're right. The outlets got a lot of damage, and they were supposed to come out this week to fix them, but with the inclement weather, so all the lights are up. They're just not working because the plugs are not working. So.
And then the crosswalk?
The crosswalk. I've spoken with Mr. Blaylock. It is a school responsibility, but the city does help out. So we are just in conversation about who. Typically, they would replace their own.
Okay, thank you.
And there's, in their defense, like, I don't think that they're belabored on it at all. There is a program that they may be able to utilize to replace that.
Yeah, the safe, I think it's safe walk to school or something like that.
Yeah. So because of that, I think they're trying to filter that through there.
I was just wondering where the line was drawn because I knew it was on a city street. I was just wondering how that worked, but thank you for answering.
It is a city street, but it's a school sign.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Whitlisbach. All right, we'll move to legislation. Ms. Clear, when you're ready.
We have the third reading of Ordinance 8-2025, an ordinance to amend and establish salaries and staffing levels for city employees pursuant to the requirements of Section 3.06 of the City of North College Hill Charter and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester.
make a motion that we adopt ordinance 08-2025.
Mr. President,
Ms.
Mr.
Underwood.
President,
I have a question about that. I thought that we had removed the and adopt and declaring an emergency language.
Mr. President,
Ms. Clear.
there is an amended copy within the council
Yes.
packet,
It got read on it, Ms. Underwood.
and I believe they need to pass the amendments.
Pass the amendment. Oh. No motion.
Ms. Chichester, do you still want to carry out your motion?
No, I withdraw my motion, and Mr. President, make a motion that we accept the amended ordinance of 08-2025.
Mr. President.
Ms. Zord.
I'll second.
All right, motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Ms. Zorb to accept the amended ordinance 8/2025. This is not a vote to adopt, this is a vote to change. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
To go to the new language. Any discussion?
Mr. President,
Mr. President?
Ms. Gaston?
I'm looking at the amended ordinance, and if you look down at Law Director, I believe there is a typo. It's 55,16, and I don't believe that that is correct. That is all.
Yeah, it's,
Mr. President?
yeah.
Ms. Zorb?
I did notice that too. It should be 56,160.
Yes.
And it is not that, so that will need to be changed on
The zero out.
the amended version
It's
also.
55160 or 56160?
5, 6.
Sorry, 56.
5, 6.
56160.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any other discussion?
Mr. President,
Ms. Zorb?
so can that just be added to the motion that's, or do we need a separate motion for that?
Well, I'm,
Mr. President,
Hold
Ms.
your
Clear.
feet to the fire in your last meeting.
I believe it's fine to just clump that together.
We made
I mean, we're working on an amended copy anyway. Okay, so you have that updated?
Yes.
Any other discussion? Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you.
Mr. President,
I saw you.
Ms. Chichester?
I make a motion that we adopt ordinance 08/2025
Mr. President,
As amended.
as amended.
Ms. Gaston?
I second.
Motion by Ms. Chichester. Second by Ms. Gaston to adopt ordinance 8/2025 as amended. Any discussion? Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. Next reading when you're ready.
We have the first reading of ordinance 9-2025, an ordinance making appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures for the city of North College Hill, Ohio, for the period beginning January 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
I make a motion that we suspend the second and the third reading.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson?
I'll second.
This does require 6 to pass.
Motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson to suspend the second and third reading on ordinance 9/2025. Any discussion? All right, motion on the floor to suspend second and third reading, ordinance 9/2025 by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson. Ms. Clear, when you're ready, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
I make a motion we adopt ordinance 09/2025.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson?
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson to adopt ordinance 9/2025. Any discussion?
Mr. President,
Ms. Zorb?
So I just want to confirm, because I have not had an opportunity to verify all these numbers. I just want to confirm with Ms. Stevens Knott that these are the numbers that we talked about in the finance. Thank you so much.
Ms. Stevens' not answer was yes, by the way, since she's off mic. No, you're fine. You're fine. I just wanted to clarify that. All right. Motion to adopt ordinance 9, 2025 by Ms. Chichester, seconded by Mr. Wilson. Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. Next reading when you're ready.
We have the first reading of Resolution 20-2025, a resolution to authorize the city administrator to execute a collective bargaining agreement between the City of North College Hill and the part-time North College Hill Firefighters Bargaining Unit, AFSCME, Ohio Council 8, Local 2372.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester.
I make a motion we suspend the second and third reading for Resolution 2025.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson to suspend second and third readings on Resolution 20, 2025. Discussion. All right, motion by Ms. Chichester to suspend second and third reading, Resolution 20, 2025, second by Mr. Wilson. Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Mr. President,
Ms. Zorb.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 20-2025.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Zorb, second by Mr. Wilson to adopt Resolution 20, 2025. Any discussion? All right, motion to adopt Resolution 20-2025 by Ms. Zorb, second by Mr. Wilson. Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. Last reading, when you're ready.
We have the first reading of Resolution 21-2025, a resolution to authorize the city administrator to execute a collective bargaining agreement between the City of North College Hill and the full-time North College Hill Firefighters Bargaining Unit, IAFF Local 5279.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester.
I make a motion we suspend the second and third readings for Resolution 21, 2025.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson to suspend second and third readings on Resolution 21-2025. Any discussion? Motion by Ms. Chichester to suspend second and third readings of Resolution 21-2025. That was seconded by Mr. Wilson. Ms. Clear, when you're ready, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester.
I make a motion we adopt Resolution 21, 2025.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson to adopt Resolution 21-2025. Any discussion? All right, motion to adopt Resolution 21-2025 by Ms. Chichester, second by Mr. Wilson. Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Sorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. That is all we have for legislation this evening. Next up is further remarks from the audience in regards to any of the legislation that we discussed tonight. All right, we'll move on to old business.
Mr. President,
Ms. Dukestein?
I forgot to mention, we had talked at the recreational and community development meeting about instituting a program for council to work with the students at North College Hill. So Mr. Blaylock is amenable to that program, and he wants to start it up in the spring because he said many of the students walk and it's cold and frigid, so he wants to wait till the weather warms up. So it'll be with the new group as well, just also the changes here. So I just wanted to say that I did follow up with that, and that's where we are with that.
Perfect. Good deal.
Thank you. Any other old business? All right, before we move to new business, I do just want to say that before we get people wanting to adjourn this meeting, I do have something I want to say prior to that. So please don't rush adjournment of this meeting. So new business.
Mr. President.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to appoint the current co-chair of the ad hoc committee for the 1500, which would be Ms. Chichester. I would like to motion to appoint her as the chair.
Mr. President,
Ms. Underwood.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Wilson, second by Ms. Underwood to appoint Ms. Chichester as the chair of the 1500 Building Committee. Any discussion?
Mr. President?
Ms. Zorb?
When we originally did that, I thought there was an end date of the end of the year, so I guess I'm a little confused by this. And what is the ultimate goal for this? Do we have, is there a deadline, and what is the deliverable at the end of this?
Mr. President.
I had Ms. Chichester first.
Thank you. We still had one more meeting with findings to report back. I remember administration had a report to give, and then we had the report of the suggestions compiled by other members of the committee as well, Ms. Dillard. So we still had to wrap up. We had tried to schedule 2 meetings. We didn't have quorum for those 2 meetings, so we still have to have another meeting.
Mr. Wilson?
Ms. Chichester just took care of it, Mr.
Okay.
Graver.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Mr. President,
Ms. Underwood, or Ms. Dukestein, sorry.
just out of curiosity, I don't remember one way or the other if it was supposed to go to the end of the year. Do you all remember if that was true?
I don't remember. Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
I don't remember us having an end date. I just remember we had a set number of meetings to meet, and that's what I remember. But I didn't think there was a deadline to those meetings.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Mr. Wilson?
So I did not have a set deadline for an end date or anything. I did have a set amount of meetings that I was trying to accomplish, and again, we did not accomplish that. So at this time, like I said, I got some issues that I have to take care of personally, and therefore that's why I made this motion.
Mr. Hedger?
I would point out that council rules, he did create the committee because he's the chair of the Community Recreation Development Committee. There, in the council rules, it does not state there has to be an end date. It is up to his discretion. Council can vote to end the committee themselves as a whole body, or the chair of the Recreation Committee could also vote to end it as well. So,
Thank you, sir.
So, Mr. President,
Ms. Orb?
so what I think I heard is there's one more meeting that's needed. And so I guess if we could put that parameter out, I just don't want this to be an everlasting meeting or an everlasting committee. I think there does need to be some parameters put around that. So I guess if it's just for one more meeting, that would be okay.
I mean, that is what I wrote down, because that is what I heard as well.
Thanks.
Mr. President.
Ms. Alexander?
Just for clarification, Mr. Hedger, so you said the chair of the committee. Now, are you saying the chair of the City Community and Development Committee or the ad hoc?
Mr. President.
Because once Mr. Wilson leaves, I'm the co-chair of the committee.
Mr. Hedger?
Mr. President, so the committee, the 1500 Galbraith Committee, is created by Mr. Wilson. He, because of that, is the chair of this committee. Now, he can appoint whoever he'd like to be, so he could relinquish that chair to someone else, as he's made a motion. If, say, that does not pass, I would assume, yes, you would become the chair because you're the co-chair of his committee. If he is, but he's also still on council until the end of the year. So, there's...
Mr.
Right,
President.
that's what I was asking about the end of the year.
Yeah.
Ms. Gaston?
I just wanted to say during this discussion, since I am on the 1500 ad hoc committee, I am throwing my name out there for co-chair to work with Ms. Chichester.
Ms. Dukestein?
Mr. Hedger, Ms. Alexander is the co-chair of Recreation. Ms. Chichester is the co-chair for ad hoc.
Yeah, Mr. President,
Mr. Hedger?
I was saying if Mr. Wilson is no longer serving on councils come January 1st, she would be the chair up until they have their vote on who the committee chairs are. So,
Mr. President.
that's for recreation.
Ms. Underwood?
There's an organization meeting,
Yeah.
the first, whatever it is, in January. So none of this matters effective January. All of the committees will shuffle. So,
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
I was planning to try to schedule it next week so we can get it moved out the way so that we can get it done and wrapped up by the end of the year.
Mr. President.
You know what? Let's just get the vote on. All right, so we have a motion to appoint Ms. Chichester as the chair of the 1500 Building Ad Hoc Committee. That motion was by Mr. Wilson, seconded by Ms. Underwood. Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Miss Gaston,
Yes.
Miss Chichester,
Yes.
Miss Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Miss Underwood.
yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. Any other new business this evening?
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
can we schedule the ad hoc committee meeting, 1500 ad hoc meeting for Monday at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.? If there's a few committee members on this council that want to throw that date out there. So just email me. I don't want to take up time trying to schedule during council right now. So that is my date, and I'll email you guys with an alternative date if that doesn't work for everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chichester.
Thank you.
Mr. President.
Ms. Dukestein?
Ms. Chichester, I would like to remind you that, and I don't know if Mayor had the opportunity, I had given her my report. The committee asked that I get the appraisal. The appraisal is not until January the 15th. So I don't know if you don't want me to spend that money to get that, because it's going to go over into next year, then please let me know, because it was the direction was to get the appraisal of the building with the as if the work had been done. That was per the committee's directive.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
so what you're saying is no need to meet until after you get that appraisal so you can report.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just giving you the timeline of when that appraisal is, so that if there's an expectation that the committee end by the end of the year, then I will not get the appraisal because it would not be a need.
Right.
And that's $4,000. So,
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
so in this very moment,
No.
what do you need from me? Do you want me to give you the okay to,
I've already scheduled the appointment.
and it's
If-
for,
It is for January the 15th.
okay, so then I guess we're not going to meet until next year?
Mr. President,
Madam Mayor?
not that it's not typical, but I've never seen an ad hoc try to push this fast, considering the weight of what's being discussed. So, in my opinion, I do not think that we should push this for December 31st. They can't come out until January. The discussion that needs to take place on the things that were brought to light, or if they were brought to light amongst the committee members, may take more than just one meeting. I think
Okay.
this is something that is very crucial, and pushing it to December 31st would not be wise for that committee. I think that you need to have your discussion, and if it leads over into January, February, because you may, they come out on the 15th, you may say, okay, we need this. It's still work to be done, and I just do not think that ending this in December. I think many more discussions need to be had, because they come and say this, then it might spike or lead to something different.
Agreed.
That's it.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
it was my understanding we were only allowed 4 meetings, so that's why I was,
No, typically the way, I'm sorry, Mr. President,
now.
in an ad hoc, it typically reports back to a committee.
okay, right.
And
So-
I don't want to bring up the fire, but when the fire had an ad hoc,
Yep.
they reported the information back to the mayor, who brought it back to council. So
Okay.
it's someone who they would report to. So this committee would report to whomever the recreational chair or
Right. We bring it back to
would
the
be
Recreation Committee.
once they find their findings, whenever that is.
Mr. President?
Ms. Orb?
So,
then we'll wait.
I have two things, but first one is, Ms. Dukestein, could you elaborate on this appraisal that you're getting? What is that for? What is that what are the details of that?
I was asked to get an appraisal for the building with the work done. I think RWB, per one of the committee members on the ad hoc committee, it was Ms. Brooks, said that that she had recalled when they were here that we could get a appraisal including the value of the building if we got the work done, to kind of measure whether or not it was worth putting the money into the building or not.
So
And-
basically the white box state that
Yes.
we've heard so much about. All right, thank you.
Yes. And so that is scheduled January the 15th.
Thank you. Mr. President?
Ms. Orb?
My next thing would be, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Ms. Gaston as the vice chair of the ad hoc meeting.
Mr. President,
Ms. Chichester?
I'll second that.
Motion by Ms. Orb, second by Ms. Gaston second by Ms. Chichester to appoint Ms. Gaston as the vice chair of the 1500 Building Ad Hoc Committee. Any discussion? Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. Any other new business?
Mr. Chair, or Mr. President,
Ms. Clear?
there is a meeting on January 1st to swear in the new council members. And this is a special meeting of council, so I was just going to ask if the council members could go down the line and then the mayor to waive their notices for that meeting.
Mr. President.
Ms. Zorb?
I will pass. I do not need a meeting notice.
Thank you.
Ms. Gaston?
I do not need a notice.
Ms. Chichester?
I do not need a notice.
Ms. Alexander?
I don't need a notice.
Mr. Davis?
I don't need a notice.
I did not ask the other two because they will no longer be on council.
Mr. President, I have a council question.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, the mayor needs.
I had Ms. Chichester first.
He needs to waive her notice first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Madam Mayor?
I don't need a notice, but I have a question.
Okay. Did you get everybody you need for the notices?
I am not 100% sure if I need to give out notices to all of council currently or if it just needs to be new council.
Well, I'll just go ahead and ask them. Mr. Wilson?
Yeah.
No, I don't need no notice.
Ms. Underwood?
No. Please, no.
But before we go to your question, Madam Mayor, when will the incoming council members get email addresses? After the first?
They have to fill out their paperwork.
Okay, yep. All right. Madam Mayor, please ask your question.
Is this a meeting or is it just a swearing-in ceremony?
Mr. President.
Ms. Zorb?
So it constitutes a meeting, but there will be a swearing-in ceremony. But it's like there's not a lot of city business. It's
That's
more of,
that. So
more of
maybe
a
I need to
program kind of.
Is there
thing.
a city business that will take place?
Well, we will probably schedule the organizational meeting
Okay.
at that meeting. So from that aspect, I guess that does constitute a city
Okay.
business.
Don't forget me.
Ms. Chichester?
Will there be agenda for this? Or, because I think when we all three had the discussion before, four of us had the discussion, I may not be present on the first. So I remember we had that discussion over if it had to be by the first.
Well, sorry, Mr. President.
Ms. Zorb?
As you know, I sent out an email asking for RSVPs. Based on those RSVPs, we'll put together a program, and that program will serve as the agenda.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't an official like council and just the swearing in and, pomp and circumstance type of thing, because.
Yeah, it'll be what I just explained to the mayor.
Okay, just confirming. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other new business?
Mr. President. Oh, who said that?
Who said that?
Go ahead, because I was.
Ms. Dukestein?
So a swearing-in ceremony, just for clarity, a swearing-in ceremony is different than a meeting. And a meeting requires notices. Ms. Clear asked about sending out notices. Everybody waived their notices. Swearing-in ceremonies are not in the charter. They are in the charter for the time frame that you have to get them done. But a meeting, a business meeting, all of council members need to be made aware so that they can come if you guys are going to handle business. And I am also interested because I need to know if you're going to be handling business so that I can be here. But a swearing in service is different. So I'm not clear as what's happening on the first. And then I think there's a council rule that says it actually has to be done by 10 a.m., not 6 p.m. That's actually in the charter, right?
Or it's the ORC. It's one of the two. I'm sorry.
So I
ORC
think if it has
said
to be a
10
meet, I just want to make sure that I'm clear on what's happening because it's unclear.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Mr. President. If it's a meeting, I think it says by 10 a.m. So if you're planning to have a meeting by charter with new, it has to be by 10 a.m. I understand. The ORC, I'm sorry. So by ORC, you can't have a meeting because, so it would just have to be a swearing-in ceremony.
Okay, then you would not need any notices for that. Am I correct on that? Yep.
Mr. President, just to be clear, because that was kind of confusing. Clarification. It's just a swearing-in ceremony and not an official meeting.
Correct.
Okay. I'm just asking for clarification. Okay.
Are you asking
Nobody-
me? Because
I was asking
think
everybody,
administration
nobody.
answered, so I don't know who you're asking.
I was just making sure we were all in alignment.
Yes, this is a swearing-in ceremony.
Thank you.
And what time is that? I apologize, I
6
forget.
p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Okay.
They're having a meeting, so.
All right, any other new business?
Mr. President,
Ms. Dukestein?
what is the first meeting then?
Say that.
It's not-
The first council meeting?
January 5th.
January 5th.
Yeah.
We already passed the calendar.
That's on there.
Well, the only reason I ask is because some years in the past, we've done a first meeting differently. So I just wanted to, I guess you're going to do all the business at the first council meeting of the year?
Yes.
Well, guess so.
Yes, we have a scheduled council meeting for January 5th. The new council will have to convene at that time. They have until the 10th to do an organizational meeting. So,
Thank you.
all right. Any other new business? So, I've sat here for the last 6 years. I've had to listen to all you talk, and I've said very little. So, if you would indulge me for a few minutes.
Set the time.
I get 3 minutes.
You get 5.
So,
Just send email.
my wife and I moved here in 1997. Bought our first house, the only house we've ever owned. Our son was born in 1998. Our daughter was born in 2000. I'll get to the couch comment in a minute here, Ms. Zorb. As my children were little, we were very involved in the youth sports. Soccer at Pies Park. Baseball behind St. Margaret Mary before they built the new schools. Just loved every minute of that. As the kids got older and they started playing sports, middle school and high school, at North College Hill, my wife and I got involved. We ran the Booster Club for several years. I'm going to get emotional. Well,
Big softy.
when Justin played football, I had the opportunity that Coach B asked me to come join the football team on the staff, and did that for 4 years. 2 with Coach B, unfortunately. He was not able to coach Justin's senior year, but
Take time, man. Take time.
I've missed him for a long time. Yeah. But, involved in that, my daughter played volleyball. 4 years of watching Abby in the plays and the musicals at the high school. Memories that I'll never forget. And so to Ms. Zorb's couch comment, which goes to, I believe, 2019. I will say I met Ms. Zorb in 2014.
At the polls.
We were working a polling location. My wife had thrown her hat in the ring for school board, ran as a write-in candidate, so I spent most of that election day hanging out with Ms. Zorb. My wife did not win as a write-in, but shortly thereafter was actually interviewed and appointed to the school board when Mr. Blaylock became the superintendent. So a shout out to my wife. She is wrapping up 10 years on the school board. She also did not run for re-election this year, as I didn't either. So, so we came out of high school, and the kids were done with that, and was looking for the next thing to do, and that's when they were working on the Hilltop Joint Fire District Committee, and for some reason I thought that would be a good idea to get involved in that. I think I got appointed to that by a very narrow vote, but Ms. Zorb asked me why I decided to get off the couch, and I want to be clear, I was never on the couch. I just had other things that I was doing in the community. The Joint Fire District was tough. Look, I don't want to get into where you fell on that or how you felt about that. But the first thing I did going on to that, I had decided that I don't like to sit around and listen to people debate or give me reasons why they can't do something. So I decided I would just tell everyone I would be the chair of that committee. I did that. You know, we went through a couple of failed elections on some very controversial levies, but it was great learning experience for me. So, you know, coming out of that, the soon-to-be mayor had asked if I would help her with her campaign thing, and I said, you know what, I don't know if you want me at the polls. I just got done with the Joint Fire District. Nobody wants to see me. But I made the mistake of saying I'll do whatever you need to help you outside of that. I'd never suspected that I would get a phone call saying that she wanted me to take her seat as the president of North College Hill City Council. So lesson learned there, never offer whatever you need. You know, I'm kidding. So I took that 2-year appointment. With no intention of going beyond the 2 years. I was going to get through that and do that. And I don't know why, but I was getting a lot of pressure as election time was coming to run. Nobody else was running, so I did run unopposed. I do want to thank anyone that voted for me running unopposed 4 years ago. There's no reason to take the time to circle those circles or to color in those circles. But a lot of people did that, and I do appreciate that. So committed to another 4 years. I won't tell you about all my conversations with Mayor Nichols, but there were many times when I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And that was wrong of me to think that way, but I did. But I did it. We're here. We've made it to the end of the 4-year term. Absolute honor and privilege to represent the city of North College Hill, to work with each and every one of you and everyone that I've worked with prior to this group that is sitting here today. Lots of turnover in the 6 years that I've been here. I was actually trying to remember everybody that was on council when I started. Ms. Zorb, I mean, when I started, you actually weren't either, right? You got appointed shortly after? Yep. You know, look, thank you to everyone. It's not always fun. It has been tough. We've been through a lot, but to each and every one of you, thank you. Number one, for the kind words tonight. I will miss this. I will. But thank you, everyone. And thank you. I do want to just a quick shout out. I got a really kind email today. I wasn't expecting to get that from a Mr. Easterling, just thanking me. So thank you, Mr. Easterling. Be praying for your wife and her recovery. Thanks to my wife, my family, support me to help get through all of this. Thanks, Mayor Nichols, for forcing my hand.
You're welcome.
Christian, thanks for sticking it out till the end with me. I appreciate that. Mr. Wilson, coming on as an appointee, it can be tough. I know where your heart is for this city. Thank you very much for everything that you've done in your time here with us. And I know you were involved before that, right? I can't remember the last time that I was at a meeting that you weren't at, even before you were appointed. So thank you. I know you'll stick around. Ms. Underwood, thank you. I don't have my name on any, or I don't have my picture on any park benches, but, you know, look, thank you. I know you've been here a long time. Appreciate it. Mr. Davis, keep him in line for me. Ms. Alexander, I will miss sitting next to you. Ms. Chichester, you're on my other side. I will miss that. One of the honors that I've had through this time, Ms. Gaston, was the opportunity to swear you in as you took this post on your appointment. So thank you for that. I don't know what to say about this. Thanks, Mary Jo. Appreciate you. keep it up. So what I will urge this group to do, and the group coming in, Ms. Whitlis-Bach, as you will be taking this seat, I will help you in any way I can. Ms. Clear, I know you've been working with the city for some time now. I remember the first time I met you was a little more than 4 years ago at the candidate forum. And then Ms. Curitan, who I really wish was here tonight, but she's not. Here's my message to you. Find some common ground. We are way too divided in every facet of our lives. At every level of politics, find common ground. You may not always get what you want. Find that compromise and do everything you can to move this city forward. Do it with the grace of God in your heart and respect to each other. And I'm not saying that that's not been the fact, but that's just what I want to leave this group with. Find common ground. Please move forward. Ms. Underwood, I would like for you to make the motion to adjourn this last meeting.
Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Oh.
sorry.
Uh-oh.
Ms. Zorb?
One last comment, I'm sorry. I would just like to give a huge shout out to Angie Graver. Because I just imagine that there are many nights that you go home from here and you want to kick the dog and throw stuff, and I just want to, where's the camera? I want to thank you, Angie, because I bet you deal with a lot when he gets home. So thank you for that.
Let's be clear. My wife is a saint. She deals with a lot, not just because of this, but just
That's so sweet.
we've been married 30, what is it now? 3 years?
Wow.
33, right.
Yeah. And then, we will be, we'll be grandparents in February for the first time as our son and daughter-in-law are expecting. So, Ms. Underwood, close us out, please.
Mr. President,
Ms. Underwood.
I move to adjourn.
Mr. Wilson, I would like for you to second this.
Mr. President,
Mr. Wilson.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Underwood to adjourn, seconded by Mr. Wilson. Any discussion?
I don't want to end.
Ms. Clear, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Miss Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Miss Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
For the last time, we are adjourned.